Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know, surprise, surprise, 2 videos in a row. What can I say? I'm actually trying to get more videos out. In a way, this might be bad idea, good idea. It depends. Hopefully, I don't run out of things to talk about. I just feel like I should be putting more content out. I don't know. You know what I mean. But today, I just wanted to talk about is it too late to become a software developer slash software engineer? And the simple answer is no. You guys got to remember that we are living in a world, the time that we're living in right now, pretty much everything's based on technology. It's not like before where, you had landlines, you had, you know, other stuff besides the internet, other stuff besides technology. People used to write letters and fax stuff. We are living in a time where everything is just internet based apps, cell phones, smart TV, smart cars, laptops, the Kindles. So everything that we use, at least 99% of the stuff that we use is technology. Now, that's just what we use. I don't know if a lot of you guys have noticed, maybe where you live, but here where I live, since we're so close to the Silicon Valley, we pretty much get prototype stuff. What it means is that the McDonald's around us were some of the first McDonald's to actually receive those big kiosks, those touchscreen kiosks, to test out. This is way before this was years back. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years back. It was over there about four years back. I want to say where we started seeing. Now maybe in your city there were sooner, but at least here, this is the first one that I saw because I drive a lot. And I had not seen it anywhere else. So I started seeing those kiosks, and now the Costco's here. Which, if you don't have a Costco, it's Sam's Club and other places. I think they're starting to use it. A lot of self checkout lanes. So what does that mean? You're like, well, what does that got to do with? Is it too late? Well, you gotta remember that all this stuff is starting to get automated. So, which means that they need programmers to program this stuff. They need electrical engineers. They need hardware engineers. So anything that comes down to computers, whether it's software engineer, software developer, a lot of you are like, what's the difference in engineer and developer? Engineers, people that went to schools, developers, self-taught. At least that's what I differentiate as. But you gotta understand that the computer science field, and this is in general, developers, engineers, hardware, software, electrical, all this stuff, they're going to be in high demand the next couple 20, 30, 40 years, because everything's going to start getting automated. As self-driving cars advance, that means the technology is going to advance, which means they're going to need people to build those cars, to program those cars, test those cars. And you also got to remember, a lot of the software engineers now are either boomers or people that are getting ready to retire. Software development has one of the highest turnover rates, because since that makes right now, this might change in the future, but right now a lot of them make so much money that a lot of them just retire early. They make $200,000, $300,000 a year. They save up their money for 5, 6 years. they have $1 million and then it's just um, retire. And obviously the boomers they're already retiring. They're on their way out. So what does that mean? That the millennials, the new generation that is being born, this is the generation that has to move this forward. So this is a simple question to answer, and obviously it's no. It's never not too late. If anything, we're in the beginning stages of the biggest technology change that we've seen in the past 100 years. The last one was obviously the invention of cars, and then computers, the home computer, you know. So now we're going obviously cell phones, but as you guys know that the touchscreen technology that's been around for a few years. If you actually look back in history, the touchscreens were around for quite a bit. It's just making them into little compact things where you can actually carry them around with you. But besides the point, sorry. Now we're moving into the self-driving car, automation, and not just in cars, but automation in now like the Amazon store, where you just walk in and then just walk out, and it automatically charges you. Now this is good and bad. Obviously, it's bad because a lot of people are going to lose their jobs when it comes to customer service. But it's also good because now it's going to create a lot more jobs in a higher paying field. And I mean with this with the more respect. I'm not saying that people who work in customer service don't get paid a lot, but obviously in the technology field, it's just the pay rate is just way up there compared to a lot more fields. Now, this I'm just talking about customer service. You have laboring jobs, which those are not going to go away anytime soon, until they can get a robot to build houses, or do electrical work. So, if you want to stay safe, obviously, you know, join a union if you're into that stuff and you don't want to get into technology. But so we're in a whole new stage of technology where it's just there's going to be a huge shortage in developers, hardware engineers, electrical engineers, because now that we're going to have to start producing a lot more stuff as everything turns into automation, where you can just walk into a store, walk out, or self-checkout, or order your food, and then robots make the food. Because all this stuff is real life now. It's not stuff that it's in the movies anymore. There's literally physical stores that go make your own, the robots make your hamburgers. It's in San Francisco, and I don't know where else, but I know the one here in San Francisco. The Amazon stores where you just walk in and walk out. You know what I mean? Now they're trying to also make what is that called? Where they just deliver it to you, the little droids that just deliver packages straight to your house. You know, they just fly. The drones. There you go. I'm sorry, I just blanked out. So the drones that just deliver the package for you. This is all stuff that's really becoming like a reality now. It's not imaginary. It's not something you see like Iron Man do. This is becoming a reality. So what does that mean? That there's going to be a huge demand for anybody that's involved in the computer science field, because stuff needs to get built, stuff needs to be programmed, and stuff needs to be tested. Now, a lot of this is still years away from being perfected, and more than likely it will never be perfected, because it was going to need constant updates. It's going to, okay, this broke down, somebody has got to fix it. So all this stuff is coming. And I know there's a lot of you who are around my age, and you're in your mid 30s, late 30s, early 40s, or you're like, oh, but maybe it's just too late for me. You know, I'm 40 years old, but you got to remember, guys, I mean, the to retire. There's nobody really retires anymore. You know what I mean? Is there's people still working. The goal is to have the day you just do decide to retire is you're gonna have an investment that's gonna keep you going, because Social Security is going to waste. But you gotta remember that the nobody really retires anymore. So is it really too late if you're 40, 50, 60? A lot of the people that are successful, they didn't become successful till their 50s, 60s. But you never know. I mean, I constantly should I go back to school? Should I do this? Should I do that? Sometimes I do think about it. I'm like, I'm already going to be 34 years old. What the heck? But then it's like, you got people that are 50, 60 that look like they're in their freaking 40s and they're still going at it, and there's just so much stuff to help us nowadays to stay healthy, to live a longer life. All that stuff. So it's like we can't complain that, oh my God, I'm 60 years old and I can't even freaking walk, or 40 years old and my back is just killing me. Maybe that's why you should get into, software development, where you don't have to stress your body out so much, just your noggin. And that's where all this is leading to, guys. So it doesn't matter if you're 20. It doesn't matter what age you are. I don't care if you're 70. If you have the passion for this, if you want to really get involved in it, it is never too late. And I'm talking from experience that I did labor work my whole life. And I really screwed myself over because, the hurting and not really, just doing a lot of physical stuff that really took a toll on my body. And now I'm a 33-year-old that, I feel like I'm freaking 50, 60. You know what I mean? And obviously, I just said that 50, 60 is like the new 40. But I just have to start taking more care of myself. So that's why I started Ubering, because it's less stressful. Yes, it's a lot of driving, but I can park whenever I want, go walk around, go eat whenever I want, try to eat healthy. And that's just the stuff. So plainly, no, it is not too late to get into software development, into the IT field in general. Because the computer science / IT field is just so broad that a lot of people forget how broad it is, and it's just reduce it to this compact, like, oh, IT is just servers and or just fixing somebody's computer that has a virus. Is like, no, IT is broad. Computer science is broad. It's like there's a lot of stuff, and that's just one thing that you guys really gotta just do your research. Is like, there's ethical hacking, there's software development, there's hardware, there's software, there's electrical, there's QA, there's servers, security. Now, ethical hacking, I know security are almost the same, but you guys know I made a video about what I thought the difference was. And it's just databases, and I mean, it just keeps going, guys. It's not just this little package where it's like, oh, that's it. No, it's huge. It's huge. So if you're like, oh, I like to solder and there's electrical engineering, so it's just broad. So it's not like, oh my God, like, I don't know how to code. You don't have to code to be in the computer science field. In the IT field, you don't have to know how to code. You just got to figure out what you enjoy doing. And maybe you enjoy databases or soldering or servers. It's a broad choice, guys. So it's not like, oh, I'm already too old, I can't learn how to code. It's like, no, see, that's where you're wrong, because there's so much stuff out there that you can do that it's just crazy to think that it's ever too late to get into a different field, specifically this one, that it's just gonna take off. Now it's a lot of you are like, oh, but it's just like, it's so saturated. It is not. It is not. If it were saturated, there would not be a shortage of everything in this field, and there's a huge shortage. Every time I talk to somebody from Google, Apple, Facebook, startups, or whatever, they're like, oh, if you know anybody who has like 4 years experience in programming, let me know. Or, oh my God, we're just having such a hard time. So one guy literally told me that there was the reason why people get paid so much in this field, because there is a huge competition to try and get the best programmers. So people are willing to pay, or companies, sorry, are willing to pay a ridiculous amount of money to get the best engineers. And it's mind-boggling to me how it's kind of like a little collectible item. Like, you have this thing that's like, oh, there's not so many of those. I'm willing to pay $2,000, but this is $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. Aside from the company benefits, stock options that they give you, all that stuff. So that's one thing that you guys take into mind when you're like, oh, is it too late for me? Is it really? Is it really too late to make money? It's never too late to make money, right? It's like, is it too late to learn something new? Obviously not. If you're somebody who enjoys learning, if you're reading a book, even if it doesn't matter what books you're into, every time you read a book, you learn something new. So it's never too late to do anything. The only time it's too late is when obviously you're just gone from this planet, and then obviously it's too late, and then you're just full of regret if you didn't accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish. Now, you don't obviously have to work for somebody to change. You can work for yourself. You can, become a freelance, whatever you want to become. But just do it. Don't think twice about it. Don't think twice about starting a company. Don't think twice about going back to school. Now, you guys know that I'm a huge believer in self-taught. But if school is your thing and you're not going to get too much into debt, go for it. Like, Uber has this program where if you're a gold status, they'll literally pay for, I think it's Arizona State University. They'll pay for your whole tuition. Obviously, the downfall is you have to drive for Uber for 4 years and keep your gold member. But that's the point, you know what I mean? There's all this stuff that's not... You're able to go back to school for free a lot of times. If not, you can just... Obviously, you have the internet where there are a lot of classes from Stanford, Berkeley, MIT, that they put them online for free. Obviously, there's not a teacher and stuff, but they're online for free. So... the excuse if it's too late, it just doesn't really exist anymore. That's just went out the window, with everything that we have in the tip of our hands now. So, is it too late, guys? No. But it's only too late if you want to make it too late. But, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm going to try to keep these videos rolling now. As soon as I get ideas, I will make a video about it. This one just came honestly to me today. I was just like, because I was just thinking like, oh man. I'm like, oh, I'll make a video about this. Please smash that like button, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by this year. I would greatly appreciate it. And maybe I can start doing some giveaways for you guys. But see you guys on the next one.